Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Turn me on. Welcome to the Heat Market Radio with your host, Shane Diggs and Gio the Rican, rebuilding hip-hop back to its original structure.
Where hip-hop lives.
This is Heat Market Radio.
Here we go. It's another episode. It's another Friday. It's 10 o'clock. Man, tune into FLOEmpireRadio.com, or if you tune into the app, welcome to the Heat Market Radio. We got a good show for you guys. We have Win, representing the Boogie Down Bronx, a true spitter, a true lyricist. He's really going to drop some bars on you today. And we got Stan the Man, my brother from Brooklyn. Great positive dude. Shout out to him. He's going to tell him how he started, the placements that he's got, and also his secret weapon that helps him create whenever, wherever, man. We're going to get into a lot more where that came from. Shay Diggs,
Can we give it up to these brothers, man? Come on. We usually start off with the claps, bro. You're unorganized
I'm slacking. Man, Shay, man, how's your week going, bro?
Oh, man, bro. Tough, rough week, yo. Accidents.
Yeah, you had an accident and all that.
All kind of nonsense, man. Yeah, got here late, overslept. All kind of just, little spooky things. Shit is...
You got here right on time. I wouldn't say we got here late. We got here right on time.
I like to be here an hour before, at least.
I know.
Hit the A-Rab spot,
Yeah, get that Chipotle burger.
Definitely.
Chipotle burger is the truth, man.
But we made it, though. We made it. Shout out to BX Suave, man. Got a little show coming up tomorrow night.
Shout out to him.
The Blue Room in Jersey. Make sure y'all go out and see that. Shout out to Tremendous the Great One for stopping by last week. Real good show.
Shout out to Rick Resin.
Yes, Rick
Our
Resin.
First producer spitting on the freestyle.
Yeah. We need to have some call-ins. How people felt about that.
Yeah, man. I have a feeling he just started a trend without even knowing. Pretty sure you're going to get a lot more producers spitting on the Heat Market Radio freestyle, man, every Friday.
Have you checked his IG? Oh, you don't follow him on Facebook? Do you?
Not on Facebook. On IG, I got
He wrote some little subliminal shit there. I was like, he said something there to the fact of like, how I gotta come in and help rappers. You know what I mean? Like clean up their freestyle type of thing. It was crazy.
Them shots. But it's all in the spirit of hip hop. It's all in the spirit of the culture. That's what we're trying to do with Heat Market Radio. We're trying to bring together, or rather fix the whole relationship and the dynamic between artists and producers. That's why we bring each and every week an artist. We have Win coming out from the Bronx, Stan the Man from Brooklyn.
It did get a little uncomfortable though for a couple of seconds.
What, last week?
Yeah, for a couple of seconds. It was kind of quiet. Like I
sipping my,
I looked at him like, I knew Rick was gonna say something though, but it was nice.
It is, man. I think people got so comfortable doing the minimum because since the minimum's allowed now,
exactly. Yep.
That when somebody says something as fundamental as a freestyle,
yep. And then he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting Rick to rhyme because Rick didn't mention that. Rick didn't mention he rhymed. I knew he rhymed. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't expect Rick to come out of there. But he got frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like I understood. But
I respect him for coming off the top. A lot of people. I mean, and like I don't care if you do come with something something prepared or whatever.
Yeah.
Try to really hold it down for yourself, hold it down for your name, for your brand, for your fan base. Make sure that you make your fans and your followers proud, man.
Definitely. And if you missed it, I'm sorry. If you missed that show, you can catch it on heatmarket.com. We got all the episodes up. Every episode that we've done thus far.
Exactly, man. We about to get episode, what's this, 4?
Yep.
Yeah, we about to get episode 4 on the road, man. We about to get into some music real quick, man. Shout out to Harlem's Radio Rima holding it down this week. Shout out to her. Shout out to FLOEmpireRadio.com. Download the app. Hit us up. Tune into the Heat Market Radio, man. Gio the Rican, Shay Diggs, man. Weapon.
Yes, sir. We're going into the mix.
We're going into the mix. into the mix.
Into the
Fridays 10 to midnight, man. Follow us on Instagram, the Heat Market Radio.
DJ Hercules one. Salute, DJ Hercules. We see you. We see you out here.
You're about to witness something you've never witnessed before. Yes, it's the original human beatbox. Dougie Fresh and his partner, the great MC Ricky D, and that's me in the place to be. And we're gonna show you how we do it for 85 Kick It Live, all right? Because I got a funny feeling you're all sick of all these crap rappers biting their rhymes because they're backstabbers. But when it comes to me and my friend Doug Fresh, yeah, there is no competition because we are the best, yeah. Finesse and press, which we prove. And y'all will realize that we are the move. So listen close so you all don't miss as we go a little something like this. Hit it!
People call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with me. The one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo scratching, Milk D's rhyming, Milk is chillin', Giz is chillin'. What more can I say? Top villain, that's what we get. Got it good, since you understood, would you?
Y'all ready for this? DJ P Top, let's get it.
One, and in comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I drop the beat I have in store. Lay the lyrics on the top like a rug, make it sound smooth and later make a dub. Enunciate well, so that you can tell I am not illiterate, no, not even a little bit. Nothing like an idiot. Get it? You want the record? Cool, I'm with it. Let the rhythm take you, shake it cause it makes you. As I turn the knob to the door, you escape through. Going like a nut, don't be a pump. And I let it play cause Dre said fucky enough.
You can cha-cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. I'm the dopest female that you've heard thus far. And I do get better, the voice gets wetter. Nobody gets hurt
as long as you let her
do my thing with an 89 swing. The dopeness, I guarantee delight. To the hip-hop maniac, the uptown brainiac in full effect, MC Light is back. And better than before, as if that was possible. My competition, you'll find them in the hospital. Visiting time, I think it's on a Sunday. But notice, they only get one day to shine. The rest of the week is mine. And I'll blind you with the science that the others have yet to find. So come along and I'll lead you the right way. Just clap your hands to the words I say. Come on. Kick, kick, kick this one. Kick this one here for me and my.
I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. And understand I got the gift of speech and it's a blessing. So listen to the lesson I preach. I talk sense condensed into the form of a poem. Full of knowledge from my toes to the top of my dome. I'm kinda young, but my tongue speaks maturity. I'm not a child, I don't need nothing for security. I get paid when my record is played, to put it short. I got it made, I got it made, I got it made, I got it made. I'm outspoken, my language is broken into a slang, but it's just the dialect that I select when I hang. I play it cool, cause coolin' is all that I'm about. Just fooling with the girlies, yes, and bustin' it out. I'm special ed and you can tell by the style that I use. I'm creatively superior, yo. I never lose, I never lost, cause I'm the boss and never will, cause I'm still the champion. Chief one, won't lose until I choose, which I won't cause I don't retreat. I run you over like a truck and leave you dead in the street. You're inviting me a titan to a battle. Why? I don't need your respect, cause I got it made, got it made, got it made.
So you're a philosopher?
yes.
DJ P Top, let's get it.
Yes.
deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
I think very deeply.
Let us begin. What, where, why, or when will all be explained like instructions to a game. See, I'm not insane. In fact, I'm kind of rational. When I be asking you, who is more dramatic, this one or that one, the white one or the black one? Black the punk, and I'll jump up to attack one. Terrorist one is just the gotta lead a crew. Right up to your face and diss you. Everyone saw me on the last album cover, holding a pistol, something far from a lover. Beside my brother, SCOTT. I just laugh, cause no one can defeat me. This is lecture number 2, my philosophy. Number 1 was poetry, you know it's me. You know it's my philosophy. Many artists gotta learn. I'm not flammable, I don't burn. So please stop burning and learn to earn respect, cause that's just what KR collects. See, what do you expect when you rhyme like a soft punk? You walk down the street and get jumped. You got to have style and learn to be original. And everybody's gonna wanna diss you. Like me, we stood up for the South Bronx, and every sucker MC had a response. You think we care? I know that they are on the tip. My posse from the Bronx is thick. In real life, we roll correctly. A lot of suckers would like to forget me, but they can't. Cause like a champ, I have got a record of knocking out the frauds in a second. On the mic, I believe that you should get loose. I haven't come to tell you I got juice, I just produce, create, innovate on a higher level. I'll be back, but for now, just sackle.
Did you hear the main thing was just said?
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak. I play the 9 and you play the target. You all know my name, so I guess I'll just start it. Or should I say start this? Teaching other artists, styles, and new concepts at their hardest. Yo, cause I'm a teacher and Scott is a scholar. It ain't about money, cause we all make dollars. That's why I walk with my head up. When I hear whack rhymes, I get fed up. Rappers like a setup, a lot of games, a lot of suckers with colorful names. I'm so and so, I'm this, I'm that, but they all just wick, whack. I'm not white or red or black, I'm brown. From the boogie down, productions, of course, our music be thumping. Others say they're bad, but they're bugging. Let me show you something now about hip hop, about D-Nice, Melody, and Scott LaRock. I get a pen, a pencil, a marker. Mainly what I write is for the average New Yorker. Some MCs be talking and talking, trying to show how black people are walking. But I don't walk this way to portray or reinforce stereotypes of today. Like all my brothers eat chicken and watermelon, talk broken English and drug selling. See, I'm telling and teaching pure facts. The way some act in rap is kinda whack and it lacks creativity and intelligence. But they don't care cause their company's selling it. It's my philosophy on the industry. Don't bother dissing me or even wishing we soften, dilute, or commercialize all the lyrics. Cause it's about time one of y'all hear it and hear it firsthand from the intelligent brown man. A vegetarian, no goat or ham or chicken or turkey or hamburger. Cause to me that's suicide, self-murder. Let us get back to what we call hip-hop and what it meant to DJ Scott LaRock.
You're a philosopher? I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
Time to get funky and radical hip as I get to the point. Rock this funky joint. Wait a sec, the teacher's got to check the intellect. But I'm a stepped in, didn't give you it, but give you what? The B, the or, the T, I often come to taste it tough. But must not be just enough to manifest the fabric, mathematics, black be that of Asiatic. Rock the doing, subtract the static, then that you're rocking through my concept. Now I got to stand for this why civilized it, hip hop rhyme from a black mind. To kicking it to you all the time. Islam, you like a more a peace sign. Represents my way of life and this be that of Islam. I take my time, think before I manifest a rhyme. Sharp and accurate to stop the music on a dime. Knowledge me acapella, wisdom G, I'm manifesting. Understanding, understood, so there's no need for I keep you guessing. Follow me now, see I be rocking. The second hand is ticking, still the posse don't be clocking. Controllers of the clock be ticking closer to the point. Rock this funky joint,
DJ P-Tie. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got MC Shan and Molly Mall in the house tonight. They just came from off tour. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. The monument is right in your face. Sit and listen for a while to the name of the place. The brick, 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 the brick. Hip hop was set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park. Every place they said his name, it rang an alarm. Otherwise known as Me T-Tom. A brother who's known for his rap, Jappy Jack. Larry Ladd, third least not last. A cool brother by the name of Gas. Face Brothers made you get loose. They was down with the brother called Cousin Bruce. They used to jam in the center. You had to pay so you could enter. Go to the door, get frisked just in order to get in. And if you wasn't from this town, then you couldn't fight and win. But every time they had a jam, they couldn't get no peace. So that's why the jams out there in the parks they had to seize, cause you was in the brick, 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 the brick. Why don't you wise up, show all the people in the place that you are bright? Make this here one jam that you do not start no fight. Cause that is one thing that we all must see done. And if you start some shit, your ass had better run. Cause you're in the brick, the brick, the brick, the brick.
That's what I'm interested in right now. Boogie Down, Bridge Over. Shout out to Scott LaRock Jr., my homeboy. He's been coming through to BX Stu, Blue Note Stu BX, pretty much almost every other day. So shout out to Scott LaRock Jr. He about to honor his pops next Friday on Kingsbridge and Jerome. So shout out to Scott LaRock Jr. and the legacy that his pops left. KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions and all that. I just want to get that out the bat. Especially because we are an artist and producer, the show. I definitely want to put that out there and, just
respect.
Start that whole dialogue, man.
Respect. Shout out to DJ Patai.
DJ Patai on that mix, man, taking us back all night.
Hopefully I got your name right. Patai.
Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate the mix.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all of our new follows that we've gotten throughout the week. If you haven't followed us yet, on Instagram is The Heat Market Radio. Make sure you follow us. Follow me at Jidarican, at ShayDiggs167. This is just the part of the show we, you just want to make sure you guys are feeling comfortable, enjoying the show so far.
Chop it up.
Chopping it up with you.
Call us in at 929-227-4646.
Right. Lines are open. You could also hit us up through the app, FLO Empire Radio app. You get it through the Google Play or iTunes Store.
Yes.
We got a call, so let's see who it is.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Hello, what's your name and where you're calling from?
You are on. Who's this?
We already know who this is.
Uh-oh. DJ Rec. DJ Rec.
Cheers to DJ Rec. Here in spirit.
Oh,
how's your mom, my brother?
She's doing good.
That's what's up, man.
Just want to show some little love. Give y'all a call.
What you doing, man? You sound like you're laying down in a barrel of hay.
Nah. I'm just tired,
I know.
Take care of mom, was making sure she's okay.
Nah, man, respect. Shout out to your mom, man. Hope she feels better. God bless her, my brother.
Yeah, definitely happy Mother's Day to her, man. Anybody want to shout out real quick, DJ Rec?
Yeah, I want to shout out my homie Casper from Binghamton.
Yeah, we listening to his music on the way over.
Shout out to Casper from Binghamton.
Yes, sir. You got some good music, my brother. We're about to play it in a few. Sorry to cut you off, man. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, I want to shout out to everybody. I want to shout out to the Heat Market, Shout out to the family.
And
Flow Empire. Shout out to,
Hello.
Stan the Man
Respect
that's
the
there
dots.
today.
There you go. Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate you calling DJ
We
Records
love your
in the
energy,
building.
Rec. We love your energy.
We miss you,
waking
baby. We
us
can't
up,
wait
man.
to see you next week, man.
We miss you, Chris Cross Records,
so
man.
I'll be back, I'll be back Friday showing y'all more music, showing y'all everything.
Oh, you coming back Friday?
Yes, next Friday I will be returning.
That's what's up, man.
So
We
you
can't
got-
wait, man.
You got a whole week to plan a great playlist, bro.
I got a
commercial
great
radio.
playlist for y'all.
No
Exactly.
commercial records. None.
No commercial. So if any
No,
artist out there has anti-commercial records and they ready for the Heat Market Radio, send it theheatmarket@gmail.com. That's theheatmarket@gmail.com.
Follow Rec, man, at DJ Rec, the great one.
With a 3.
DJ Rec, the great one. Plays nothing but crisscross on Fridays.
There you go.
Oh boy, here we go.
So I'm never gonna let that
All
go,
right,
brother. All right, man.
I think
Have a good one, Rec.
Yes. Y'all guys have a good one. Enjoy it. I hope y'all having a great show. I'm listening in while I'm here.
Thank you, my
Thanks,
brother.
man.
Thank
Appreciate it, man.
you. Best wishes to your mom, my
There you
brother.
go. Have a blessed Mother's Day. That was DJ Rec on the phone lines. If you want to call in, it's 929-227-4646. That's 929-227-4646. The Heat Market Radio. Yo, man, it's a fun-filled month. May is.
How was your week, Gio?
How was my week? I mean, I had a busy week session-wise. Shout out to Blue Note Stu BX.
Yes.
Shout out my partner Sonny Blue Note. Yeah, man. You know, Scott LaRock Jr. Shout out to Hasten Jack and Provolone P. You know, man, coming through. Xavier White. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all these artists I appreciate because they record and they put it out. They don't record and just sit on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mixtapes or like?
I mean, SoundCloud, whether it be just a single,
Okay.
or freestyle, or whatever, they're really active on it. They don't just record something to record it. They record something for the purpose of people listening to it and them, moving the record. Even like, once again, shout out Haitian Jack and Provolone P. They're doing the whole back and forth thing, like the whole Style P. Yeah, Provolone P. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the whole Jadakiss and Styles P thing, the back and forth thing, and like they're doing really
They
good.
recorded that live in your studio?
Yeah.
So you had to take turns? Because I know they're not fitting in that.
No, of
booth.
course.
Okay.
No, they'll be like, A, B, C, D, and then
Nah,
he'll just stop, and then little like recording techniques.
Punching power.
Yeah, but it's good though.
Nah, that's hip hop, man. Come on, bro.
It's hip hop. You know what I'm
That's what it
saying?
is.
So people who kind of sit on records, it's like, what's the point? Especially a day and age where it's like you're either Kendrick and J. Cole, where you have that fan base that's loyal to wait 6 months to a year, even a year and a half for a new project, versus you take the Future mentality and you just like project.
Well, you know what's the mistake I see a lot, man? I see a lot of these young cats, they put it up on SoundCloud, but they promote the Instagram so hard that, it's SoundCloud only becomes a link. Like, I don't even see it in their, in their posts. Like, I don't want to mention nobody's name, but there's an artist.
but it's tough,
Yeah, but there's an artist that, like, I never heard his music. He keeps on DMing me, yo, you gotta check this or whatever. And I'm like, damn, how can I hear you? Because none of your posts got anything. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, no, you gotta check the SoundCloud. So I'm like, all right, check the SoundCloud, which is, maybe it's me just being fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I feel like, I visit your page. You should have something on there posted, brother. Why not?
You have to be active. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to be active. Social media these days, and I think I learned this working with iStandard. Shout out to iStandard Producers. Working with them, you know what I'm saying, being part of their social media team, it learned me the value of social media. You know what I'm saying? And I always say the most important part of that phrase is social.
Yes.
Showing people love. You know what I'm saying? Stan the Man, me and Stan the Man was like showing each other love for like 8 months before we actually met each other face to face. Like it's crazy. But then again, shout out to the whole producer community. Like that's just how the.
Yeah, but we met on social media.
Yeah. So it's just you know what I'm saying, show of love. And it's like if an artist these days ain't utilizing it to the best of their ability.
I wish we could have met on MySpace.
Oh my God, that would have been.
Remember MySpace?
I would have been mad if I wasn't on your top 8.
should have been there next
tell you
to
what.
Tom. Right next to Tom, you know. Yo,
Remember,
MySpace
you
the
was
shit.
you was looked at like a sad suppy if Tom was on your top
Oh
8.
yes, oh yes. But
It's
I'm
like,
not
who
gonna
are
lie.
you? Like, you have no, like, nobody else could have been on your top 8.
But
Tom.
MySpace platform was big, bro. Like it was real big. I had a lot of.
It
fucking
decided.
streams.
I think when it decided to turn into a fully music thing, I think it was too late. I think
Yeah.
they should have done
Yeah.
that 4 years prior.
Which I think Facebook is turning into. Facebook is kind of turning into, I don't know, a graveyard.
How to
man.
utilize it? I think because
many fucking-
because listen, I have my viewpoint on Twitter. Like, oh, Twitter's dead. I rarely be on Twitter, but shit is still active and popping on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
And my-
Black Twitter. Shout to Black
yeah,
Twitter.
Yeah, Black Twitter. Shout out to Black Twitter.
Because really, if it wasn't for Black Twitter, most of my information, I wouldn't get none of that shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of pop culture wouldn't move in a particular direction that it would be. But like, I put value on Instagram over Twitter. Some people do
Definitely.
Twitter over Instagram.
Nah.
You know, I like YouTube. Shameless plug, youtube.com/Giordarican. Engineer Etiquette's out there. Engineer Etiquette, producer
Engineer,
etiquettes. I've done like 3. I've done like 3 producer etiquettes. I've done like 3 artist etiquettes. The one I just filmed was preparation on, you know, what it takes to prepare for a session. You know, how it starts. You know, even from when they first booked the session to even as the session is going. The one that I recorded today, I'll probably start editing that tomorrow, was engineer versus producer. And I think this is a good platform to present that. Because I've seen engineers get fired, try to be the producer of a session where they really just there to press buttons and just record. Thinking that they Quincy Jones or Diddy and say, oh no, you shouldn't sing it like that. You should sing it like this. So next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, always drop it. Listen as how I talk about how to handle those situations. When is it right to step in that role? And things of that nature, man.
And one thing I noticed about you, you're having an inner battle with yourself between
Producer and engineer.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's pretty shitty. I'm not going to lie.
It shouldn't be, though. It shouldn't be at all, because you have access to a studio, my brother. And I understand you doing sessions. I understand it. But
and mixes.
In your heart.
Clean versions.
In your heart, what are you first? Are you an engineer first or a producer? Exactly.
I am a producer.
So then you have to make that time.
That is a constant struggle.
But you have.
Even if I put the time as a producer, it's a seesaw, bro.
I understand that, but
it's not like Die Hard with a Vengeance when you balance the water jugs. It's a fucking seesaw where when one is up, one is down. Either I'm making mad beats, but I'm not getting no sessions and no bread, or I'm getting mad engineering bread and mad session time, mad mixes, mad everything. But my productivity as a producer is down.
See, but the thing is,
and it's sometimes I get it. Sometimes most of the time it's like,
you know why? Because you're looking at it as an income thing. Don't look at it as that.
No, not even.
You just said it. You're looking at something for mad bread and something not. Don't look at it that way.
No. It's because I think what benefits me as a producer is that I'm an engineer, so that I don't have to solely bank on, you know, leasing and selling beats and things like that. I could rely on my engineering so that I could pay the bills, so there's not so much pressure. That's why I kind of like, if I was just a producer, shit would be a lot harder. Especially since I got kids, this shit would be a lot harder. Being an engineer is like, okay, am I going to do something? Because engineering is fun. But the selling point to that is, you know, I make bread out of that. I made a career out of my hobby to support the hobby.
See,
but if I'm putting a lot of energy towards the hobby, there's nothing there to support the hobby or pay the bills or nothing. Then I got to
understand. But you know what?
It's a seesaw. That's what I'm saying. It's a seesaw.
Without the hobby, you're an empty shell. You understand? Yeah. So that's why you got to fill your shell. If producing is your passion, you got to make time for that. Regardless,
it's a beautiful struggle. And trust me, I've had sessions that were 10 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 9, 9 to 12, and then I got to make sure that.
So let me ask you this: if you have more clients come in and say, you know what, I want to hire you for production, that will get you on your game.
That's a whole other conversation, though.
Yeah, but you know what it is,
because I've done that and that's a whole that's a whole other conversation.
Because now your love ain't gonna be in the beats. You understand? Now you're getting hired.
I definitely make time. That's why, you know, I download an app like Beatmaker app, which we're about to talk more about in a couple of minutes. And I really try to give myself no excuse. And
This is why I bring it up, because I seen the little sparkle in your eye when you was showing Standard Man the app. You understand? And you were learning how to use it more. It's there in you. I'm just trying to bring it out.
No,
my
I
brother. You know what I'm saying?
appreciate
I can sit back there and play on the turntables. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. But
I love
I'm just
learning.
letting you know.
I love learning, and it's like, you know, not to toot my own horn, but being an engineer, there's a lot that there's a lot that I don't know, but in most scenarios, I know most.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a situation where somebody's teaching me something, I fucking love that shit. And I'll be like, wow. I'll ask you mad questions.
Yeah.
Like standing, I'm about to chew his head off when we're done with this about, you know, Beatmaker app.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But enough about us. We about to get in a quick short music break. We about to get into our first guest of the night, Win, coming all the way from the Boogie Down Bronx. You tune into the Heat Market Radio on FLOEmpireRadio.com and the FLO Empire Radio app. Call us 929-227-4646. Jitterica, Shay Diggs, West Line.
Go. Many in the past have tried to do what I did. Just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. I'll keep on going and flowing just like a river. I got a whole lot to give, so I'm a giver. Little at a time, new trails I'm blazing. Action is in effect and always stays in. Yeah, just like a shot from a cannon. I am the man in charge and I've been planning a jam strong enough that it can lift your soul. I'm the originator and my rhymes are made of gold. Once you hear the capital A, rap it'll stay with you for a while. It won't go away unless you force it, because it stays with you, my friend. And if you force it away, I'ma hit you again. I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign at the door, no biting allowed. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded just like Caruso. Sleep if you wanna, go ahead, get some shut eye. A man broke his jaw trying to say what I say on the microphone. He should've left it alone, just for the record. Let it be known that my ego's only partially grown. And never would I ever condone fighting in any form. Yo, I'm only warm. That verse was the calm. Now here's the storm. Next up, yo, I believe that's me. Craig G, light up the mic for the symphony. The jam is dedicated to all unoptimistics that thought I wasn't coming out with some exquisite rhymes. But that's alright, cause now I'm back to kill all the rumors and straighten the facts of me. Now rockin' rhymes like I always used to, but you jumped on the tip when you heard me in the Juice Crew. You said, ain't that something? The Craig, I heard you in that jam and it's pumping. I apologize. Oh yeah, and can I have your autograph for me and my grandma? That's how I'm living. On surprise mode. Don't even sleep. Try not to keep your eyes closed. Cause if you do, when you awaken, this so-called spot will be taken. I'll take it over like a greedy executive. Cause on the mic, my perspective is to be the best in all rap events. And since I have the call, I call experience. Next up, yo, I believe that's me. G-Rap, light up the mic for the symphony. Yo, Marley gives a slice. I get nice and my voice is twice as horrifying as Vincent Price goes deep till you fell in a spell of a sleep. And while I'm counting the money, you count sheep. When G-Rap strikes the mic, I recite the type, the height that you like to make the people unite. I rip off the hips and zip off lips, step on reps. You flip and wanna sip on my tip. Take a deep breath because you don't have another left. Coming back like I'm revenging my brother's death. Making veterans run for medicine, cause I put out more light in a fight than Con Edison. Rip the damn cage like I'm on a rampage. So if you want rage, I'ma make front page. Read the headlines, suckers, the day's the deadline. Your head is way past bedtime. Can't kill no solo, cause you're still low. Soft like a pillow, my rap is rougher than Brillo. So fear me, don't dare me. And don't compare me to him when you hear me. Talk about a battle, but you ain't yet ready for war. Your metaphor sucks more than a whore. You can't replace me, ice me or ace me. Face me, slice me or race me. Bite me or taste me, I see you that I got force. My rap burns your mouth like hot sauce. Run for water while I break your tape recorder. Serve the sucker, the order is manslaughter. Another rapper, G-Rap Rex, he's rated X. Demeanor boy is sex. Next, the amplifier gets used and abused. Pump so loud we might blow fuse. This is anger, madness, ready to hang up. Rapper a singer, I'm putting up my middle finger. Next up, I believe that's me. Big Daddy can't get on the mic for the symphony. Setting it off, letting it off, beginning. Fuck till the ending, you never been
smear, then I'm out of here with the mark left that you can all cling. Cause rocking a party, yo, is a small thing. I rip many places on regular basis, and broken down mics were the only traces that I've been there, in there at the party. The mic had my prints, and on it was a body. So take caution, I'm not horsing around in a throwdown clown. I'm taking yours, son. So just acknowledge the way that I kicked it. Cause if rap was a house, you'd be evicted and dismissed from the microphone. Choking on a bone, cause daddy's home. And battling me is hazardous to health. So put a quarter in your ass cause you played yourself. Like a game in the arcade, you need a far aid. I'm walking the path that a law made. I'll attend and then begin to send a speech to reach and teach. So just say when, so I can let lyrics blast like a bullet. My mouth is the gun, on suckers I pull it. The trigger, get bigger, my pockets getting bigger. Cause when it comes to money, yo, Grant's my nigga. You got the groove, MCs, freeze, stand still. Nobody move, it's a sabotage. As I take charge, don't march. Cause goddamn, I'm living large like a giant. You're nothing but a midget, a small digit. You ain't with it, forget it, quit it. I reign superior, always taking care of ya. No frill rappers, you will evaporate, disintegrate, deflate to your fate. As the great will dominate, straight to the state of reigning, gaining. So put gaining, that category, period, in the story.
Mr. Scar.
DJ P Top. Let's get it.
Out jumps the fiends and steals all his rocks. Pulls out a gun and shoots down all the fiends. And Mr. Scarface went up the block again.
All I have in this world.
Oh yeah, Mr. Scarface is back in the motherfucking house once again. Yeah, dropping some of that new Mr. Scarface 2 on your motherfucking ass. So suck a nigga dick, I'll make a nigga rich or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We on?
Yes, yeah. The Heat Market Radio, man. We live, baby.
Notification.
We
Thanks
live.
for
Shout out to the night.
professionalism.
Patty Whack Dan Rule. We live. That type of style.
Yes, sir.
Went
Yes,
in the
sir.
building. He want headphones.
Want headphones? Okay.
Yeah, man.
So we all
You know the artists always want
Should we all
headphones, man.
put
They
them
want
on?
to look cool. But right now, man, I want to introduce our first guest of the week, artist of the night. This brother I've known for quite some time. Very humble, very quiet like myself. You know, I was quiet making the beats. He was quiet working on the bars. And this guy, when it comes to like really putting his footwork in, when it comes to the Bronx circuit, he really is making his mark, man. Do a big round of applause to my homie Win, yo.
Thank you. What's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
We doing good, man. Welcome to the Heat Market, man. How you feel, man? How you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Tell the people, you know, who you are. You know what I'm saying, man? Speak a little loud. Say it with your chest. Tell the people. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, what you about, real quick.
My name is Win from the Bronx, Gun Hill, to be exact. Born and raised, you already know. I'm just about the hip hop. You know what I mean? I eat, sleep, breathe that shit.
Yeah, it shows in your music, bro. It shows in your music.
I try to represent every time I touch pen to page. You know what I mean? So
I've witnessed it personally. You know, he's stopped by the studio, Blue Note Stu BX, and
most of the project, the last project.
Yeah, man.
You engineered Blue Note Studio.
Yeah. You gotta come back, man. We had some great upgrades.
Oh yeah, nah.
We
We
gotta check the vibe.
We got something coming up.
No, you know, I appreciate.
Plug.
Of course, all the time. I appreciate, you know, spitters, people that take pride in the art of putting words together.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I ask every artist this every week.
Mm-hmm.
In a climate where it seems like things are more melody driven, and more, some might say, simplified.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel you stand out in that climate, being somebody who's more lyrical and takes pride in like the bars more so than just the beats?
From my personal experience, I notice when people notice that part about me, I usually get a positive feedback from it, because there's such an oversaturation of all. I don't know, like a lot of the new stuff that's coming out. I dig a lot of it because I do like a good melody. I do like a good sound. You know what I'm saying? But I was raised on bars. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the reasons. Like you said I was quiet when no one knew, because when you stepped in the Cypher and you don't have your bars ready, you only get one shot.
Yeah.
and that shot messed up, it's done.
Nah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
and-
So it's like, I get how things evolve, but you know, I stick from what I see. I get positive feedback from it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
try to be different. Where there's a different way of being. You know, I take pride in. It's fun to put words together and chop them up, and you know what I mean. So
Yeah, man. Because speaking on that, man, because we came up, I believe in like, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying, when the battle rap scene is strong, but I think we came in that either the strong era or the fading out era of like battling people in the lunchroom.
yeah.
You know,
What year is this?
Spit.
That's when
we was in
Grinding was
high
out,
school.
yeah.
When I was in high school, I was between 02 and 06.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of D Block, a lot of G, a lot of gangsta. Like gangsta
Yeah.
shit was the shit.
Lloyd Banks.
But it was like, you know what I'm saying, the Lloyd Banks. Because I think, oh my God, everybody in my class shared that Best of Banks mixtape.
What?
And
25 tracks deep.
25 tracks
What?
deep, about like 25 different verses. It was you know, it was real dope, man. From, you know, now of course spitting in lunchroom tables and actually laying something down is a big step. When and what made you pursue that, you know, bigger step? This is not just something that I like to do around my friends. This is something that I really want to do on a larger scale. When and how did that happen?
I would say like around 20 for me. I read this book, The Alchemist, by
I read it
Pablo
too, yeah.
Coelho, and that really it messed my whole brain up. You know what I mean? It's just like reading that whole journey. It's just like, yeah, I want to make gold. You know what I mean? Every time I think about making gold, it's with rapping. You know what I mean? So that's like, I started taking it real seriously. You know, I recorded my first track, realized it's a lot more invested in it than you know, just spitting, writing down. You know what I mean? It's all been a training thing since from then to now. You know what I mean? I feel like I've learned a lot in the whole process. A lot of failures, a lot of get up, dust yourself off, and try again type stuff. And I feel like it's definitely helped me to get to a solid part to where I'm at right now, where I'm doing things a little bit better. You know what I mean? So.
Let me ask you this: you feel it's real, necessary for an up-and-coming artist such as yourself to know a lot about the culture before you even pick up a mic or try to get into it? Like, do you being from the BX, this is where the culture started.
Right.
You understand? So do you feel like...
I think he has no choice when you put it like that.
No, you have a big choice because you can follow trends and just keep rapping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just do what everybody else is doing, or actually... Because this is why I'm asking, because I studied your music. I listened to it. You understand? I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm sorry for this, but I ignore a lot of emails. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? But I got back to yours, and I was after late. You know what I'm saying? You sent it to me early, so I was like, I got back. Once I heard the tracks, I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like this kid, it sounds authentic. It's real hip hop. You know what I mean? And I know that he's on that path. You understand?
Right.
How important is the culture? You know what I mean? Knowing the culture and you know what I mean? Is that a real big factor for you?
I mean, I look at it this way: hip hop is a religion, right? I can't be a teacher of the religion if I don't know the religion myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people have their argument, you know what I mean? But you just sound stupid when people ask you certain questions. I'm not saying you have to like it, but you should know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's an evolution, yeah, but know where it came from. You know what I'm saying?
To be a professional in anything you do in life, you have to know. You know what I mean? You have to study your profession.
Exactly.
You have to know exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? Down to the basics, to the foundation of everything. And I noticed that some of your tracks, you got scratches in them. You got, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And I'm hearing a lot of tracks out here now. Yeah, exactly. I could count how many tracks I've heard over the weekend, over these last 2 weeks that has scratches in them. That has, you know what I mean, a little chorus and has something that's, you know what I mean, real purified hip hop in it. And like I said, once I heard your joints, I was like, I was excited, man.
Now, I have a question that, you know, based on a couple answers we've gotten so far, might even be fucking controversial. But are there, well, who are, if there are any, artists who's influenced you when it comes to not necessarily style, but just making you feel like you could do it?
To make me feel like I could do it?
Yeah.
Well, DMX made me pick up the pen, but Mos Def made me feel like I could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when first time Dark and Hell is Hot, I listened to that, and I'm like, I live up the block from the projects, but I ain't stabbing nobody. I ain't got no dogs. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm out of material. What do I do? And then I listened to Mos Def, Black on Both Sides, and I was just like, oh, there's another way. All right, cool. And that's why I like to write poetry and stuff like that back in the day. So like, it was a good transition for me. Listening to Mos Def and like Tyler Quali, High Tech, that made me realize like I could do it.
I noticed that in your flow. I noticed that in your flow, definitely.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
With that note, give me 2, and I mean 2. Be honest. Don't worry about it. We ain't on commercial airways. The niggas ain't. I mean, whatever. Give me 2 real lyrical MCs you feel like you could just smash right now. If they was in the same cipher with you, you tear their asses up. Real talk.
Damn.
Real talk. Like real talk.
Real talk.
We ain't hiding nothing here.
Like just like whoever.
If they 2 MCs in the cipher that you look up to, or you feel like, yo, you know what? Cause well, I feel like this. Yeah. Every MC, cause I dabbled in rhyming.
Idols become rivals
ages ago. You understand? Like I always look towards somebody's like, yo, you know what? If I ever get in a cipher with that person, I'm gonna go at him. I'm gonna try to, you know what I mean, eat his ass. Or
Idols
whatever,
become rivals. You got an AI for your survival.
Oh shit. Oh man, I don't even know.
Come on, man. You gotta know.
All right, Ben, real quick. You, Redman, and I'm gonna say
somebody good. Somebody's
lyrical. All right, I'm gonna say you, Redman, and Joel Ortiz.
Ooh,
Joel Ortiz. I mean, I don't know, man. You're not a fan. I mean,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Huge fan.
I was gonna say M, but that's like too.
Nah.
Come on, man.
No,
come on.
Right?
Come on. Let's not make it impossible
I ain't scared
for
of
the kid.
nobody, but you know that's my response. Like, say if you say
or
that,
rather, or rather, this: if you were in a battle, what do you think your strength would be?
Well, like this is like a cipher. I'm not big on the battle thing because I'll be honest. I'm a sensitive dude, and people like to talk about people's moms. I don't go for that. You can't talk about my mother. I can't have that. But cipher, I ain't afraid.
What would make you memorable?
Memorable?
Like what's gonna make you memorable?
People told me
tonight?
I'm unassuming. Because when I step up in the rooms, especially when I come to showcases to perform and everything like that, I don't really come off as a spitter off top. And then I touch the stage, and then there's a little bit of different energy when I come back down. You know what I mean? I've noticed that. And I energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when I get into my flow, like my confident flow, you know what I mean? I bring the energy, you know what I'm saying? I try to stick out like that. Yeah, so just go straight with that.
Dope.
Yes, that's
so let's get into some music. I'm about to play 2 joints from you right now.
You ducked the answer though.
Get into?
You definitely ducked my answer. You definitely avoided my answer. You went to Geo disguised the whole question so you can get out of it.
He is media trained. What your
Yeah.
He is media trained.
Definitely. And you his bodyguard because you helped him out that shit. You definitely helped him out.
I ain't afraid to be in no cipher and spit with nobody.
All right, so can I get 2 names then? Can I get 2 names? Just 2 names.
You know what? I'm just gonna swing for the top. Let's put Jay and Nas in the room.
Woo! Okay.
Just for pure like pride reasons. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go off.
And you know what it is? You supposed to say those names because every MC has that confidence to feel like if I'm gonna do it with the best, and that's what I expected. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
I didn't think he was going that high, but you know what I mean. It's all good.
Put Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx in the same building. See what happens.
Definitely.
So how about you introduce us into the first of 2 songs, and then we about to get into it right now.
The first track we're gonna go with number 9. The new track I got out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Who produced that record right there?
My boy Scorched Infinity.
Scorched Infinity.
Yeah, out of the Bronx too as well. A dope
Boogie Down
producer.
Bronx, man.
Boys.
PX.
Nasty.
So this is your boy Win, produced by Scorched Infinity. Number 9.
Number 9. Okay.
We're live on the Heat Market Radio on the FLOEmpireradio.com.
It's the Black Sheep sample.
Gio the Reek and Shay Diggs. Win, man. New music.
Let's
every
go.
Friday, 10 to midnight. Let's go.
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the track, pick it up, 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 pick it up.
get insane, but I flow with a mission. Everybody think they got the flow that I'm giving. I'm done with the talk and start the show, nigga biggin'. I'm hitting them with acts and slow in the mission. Waking up every morning, I'm trapped in the box, just trying not to repeat the mistakes of my pops. Look and watch, I'm ready to step up out of the scene. I ain't never had the dollars, but I know I got the dreams. I've been moving quick, state, trying to make that fate real. It's turbo spin on that life cycle. Trying to make what I make mills. It's real talk, no fake shit. Go hand in hand for that, stay quick. We hungry here, don't mistake this. I'm a great shark and you bait, bitch. It's NY, I'm BX, I go hard, I'm clean, fresh. Real talk, I'm the best. That's a real claim, better mean this. It's a real man with some steel hands. Here's twang like a steel pan. You off white, no feeling. Premeditate how I kill them. Beef patty, coca bread. Chillin' my niggas in the local set. Shot the gun here cause you know I rap. Kicking bitch niggas with the floor step. Peaceful brother, how they know me best. Real in the game, splitting the lane, flow with precision. Shifting the change, niggas don't know. They getting the name, lost in the sauce. Feeling the tape, putting it down. Hitting the sound, killing my brothers, feet in the ground. Like I know when this shit can go down. Getting mad, see it's real. Stay sedated, eat the pills. Lost my mind, never lost the ground. Just stay moving till the day I find that. My flow wet, you copy. My bitch don't miss sloppy. She love to call me Poppy. See how I'm a shoe-in? Cruise controlling my movements. My Tesla game is stupid. New lane, no hand movements. I swear, on my grind, doing fine, but the nights are tough. Trying to get my vision out, saying what I'm living about. Antiquated verses that you niggas out here giving this. Simply said it's ludicrous. The BX cannot groove with this. Shitting on your names in my lanes, niggas getting soft. Sick just how I'm getting off. You ain't really finna cross a man like me with the focus in mind. A death wish for any rapper with erroneous rhymes. I make it happen. First it starts all in your mind. Even that conception, it can cause a hole in your spine. I deliver it in sound, it starts controlling your mind. Now imagine what I can do with the verses sometime. I stay keeping them amazed. Said I couldn't get to this stage. Never listen to the critics. Mine is trap. Niggas just slaves. Want you to walk like them, talk like them. Moving the groove, playing the fool. Won't be changed by niggas who lose. In my jeans is one with the tool. The beat want me to pick it up, drop it down, flip it up, throw it to its highest plane. Watch it sink in fire and flame. Use my feet to stomp it out. Show you what these tens about. I guess I understand why they think that I'm a bully now. Stay the course cause shit's the same. Keep it real, want me in chains. Black and free, cause fear and rage. Keep the queens, know you feel the same. And the lives can't end the rain. Real in the game, splitting the lane. Flow with precision, shifting the change. Niggas that know, they getting the name. Lost in the sauce, feeling the tape, putting it down. Hitting the sound, killing my brothers, his feet in the ground. Black and I know this shit can go down. They getting mad, see it's real. Stay sedated, keep the pills. Lost my mind, never lost the grind. Shit stay moving till the day I find it. Feelings is on the front, where you catch her. On the ass, stunting in the Acra. Claiming she don't fuck with niggas backwards. Ain't it though? Her mind moving. False idols approving. If she on your pedestal, nigga, you're losing. Been there, done that. Lost a couple pieces. But what I got back, Jack trust was more appeasing. Baby girl loved the world in her own way. Pops wasn't there, same shit them broads say. Her fallback, all these niggas wanna be her dad. You can't be mad, all they doing is looking at me. Same shit she say, every day on recycle. Committing acts of treason with other niggas despite you, it's spiteful.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
That's what the bitch told you, huh?
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You ain't the only nigga, son.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
She got them all lined up.
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You blind cause she fine, huh? They shout whatever name brand is on her backside. She love it, but she stay frontin' like she gotta act right. Ain't it the musing, the fooling that she be using, and drooling at the illusion of frontal nudity movements. Behind the smile is brains, she be hustling, but they hustle back. That shit is just an effect. Some niggas hit it, others tried, fell to the side, failing their mission. To her it's exciting to how she's living. Broke ties connected, lies being deflected. My mind intertwined with the lies of a visual temptress. She on the road with many others a trail. If she's giving them anything, trust she's giving them hell. It's a game, watch as she's rolling the dice. Tried to hit the lucky 7, but her roll wasn't right. Instead of striving to be a woman, a mother and wife, she's on the road taking pipe every night.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
That's what the bitch told you, huh?
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You ain't the only nigga, son.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
She got them all lined up.
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You blind cause she fine, huh? She graduated to a whole nother level. Looking for a class in a nigga before she settled. But how you gonna get what your pussy don't deserve? She's still letting them smash with mums being the word. Take them down 2 at a time, 3 if it's needed. Trying to give these niggas something that she feel they needed. But is it the other way around? Maybe she lost. Giving up the coochie with ease and getting tossed. Not misogynistic, only one can be the boss. Either played or get played on, that's real talk. Trust when I say someone's gotta take a loss. As long as the effect equivalent to the cause. See her up and down the block claiming that she worth it. No defining moment, bitch never found a purpose. It's really not a shame in this game when you deserve it. This B-roll will never find the surface, she's worthless.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
That's what the bitch told you, huh?
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You ain't the only nigga, son.
Restlessly, because I need you here.
She got them all lined up.
It cuts me deep, because I need you here.
You blind cause she fine, huh?
Fire by Win. What was the name of that second record, man?
Miss Boston Road.
Sickness.
Boston
I love
Road.
that one. That's
Mr.
the
Boston
one
Road,
right
right?
Miss Boston Road.
Miss Boston Road.
Yeah.
Come on,
How you man?
Come on.
Miss Boston Road. You want to talk about that record real quick? Like, what does that mean to you, Miss Boston Road?
No, that was just like a compilation of women I've met over the years. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to the words, it's she don't have no intent of really trying to make anything of herself. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it had nothing to do with the Bronx?
No, it's based off of Block Boston Road.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
that's
I
why I
took.
tried to,
That's what I got
I
from
grew
it.
up like a couple blocks away from there. You know what I'm saying? So
what's
for
up.
me, it's like that one girl everyone's looking at, but you know she ain't good for you, but everybody for some reason they want her. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So, who produced that record right there?
That record, brother's name escapes me, but he's also another Bronx engineer, producer. I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. That's a track I did some time ago, but it's like it's an original track, and it's something that even though I made it a while back, a lot of people they hear it and it's still been traveling time with me. You know what I mean? Keeping the pace with me. So I just keep it in the.
I'm sorry.
No.
When you look for tracks, you look for tracks in that same type of format, or is it, you know what I mean? Whatever comes to you, just adapt.
I try my best not to look for nothing. You know what I mean? I just let my ear catch it. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of beats that I've heard, and I'm just like, if I don't catch it the right way, it's not settling for me. You know what I mean? I can't get a good product out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I would just my critique is on those from your style. Those suit you. You understand? Like the other one we were just discussing a while with the scratches. I understood. You know, but regardless to what those, it's enhancing what you're trying. Your point. You understand? In your lyricalism, if lyricalism is a word, but
it's not. Fuck it.
Nah, exactly. But you shining on shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? And you're sounding correct on that. That's why I was asking if you look for that type of
sound in a producer. You know what I mean? Do you value? Yo, you know what? I need some scratches in that, or I need, you know what I mean, for you to have this chorus or whatever.
I will say that, like, if I hear that, it's like a kind of give you like a head start in the race already, because that's kind of music I grew up listening to.
Yes.
I've never I do like appreciate the whole sitting with the producer thing, working with, because when I sit there and you craft it versus like you just get the beat and now you have to think. Like, I've gotten beats, I'm like, damn, it'll be dope if the middle part can get cut and I can have it put to the end. So now I gotta go to the studio and see if the engineer can do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, it would seem more seamless if I was in there with the producer and he knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So does help out. Does give you a leg up. I will say that.
Yeah, of course.
Can you describe your writing style?
I still do the old school notebook. You know what I mean? I sit there with pen and notebook, write everything down. Lately, because I went to school for engineering, so I started making like a little small makeshift thing at the crib. So like when I practice before I go to the studio or whatever, I'll like put the beat on, and I'll just like let it run for a little bit. And then when I catch it, I'll just play it back, and like how they say Jay-Z, he'll write like 4 balls in his head, and then like stop and then go back. And so I try to train myself how to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of fun to do it that way. It's kind of like a training method type of thing. You know what I mean? And I always
shout out to Mano, man. Mano did that shit like that too. And Ja Rule, I remember I was working with them and
plug.
Let him know.
Uncle Murder just comes and just lays it down, and Mano was good at like he'll drop like 8 or 12. And then he'll just come back in the control room, loop that shit 10, 20 times, go back in, lay another 8, come back in.
And that's you know what I'm saying? That's how I want to be. Make sure I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Always ready to go.
This is your craft,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta take full of, you know.
I want to be old man hip hop when I'm like 70 in my wheelchair. That's
and are you working on any projects right now? Any projects coming up?
I just dropped a project last month. Mostly recorded down at Blue Note.
Blue Note Studios.
Blue Note Studios, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Sunny Blue Note.
Sunny Blue was good, you know how you. And that's something that's dropped last month. That's on from the Bronx.win. That's on circulation right now. But I do got a project right now. It's my first the one that's gonna be put on iTunes. That the heavy, you know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah, man, you gotta monetize.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, don't you need some tracks, some Gio the Weeknd?
I mean,
not engineering.
No. I'm talking about that boom bap. Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
We're trying to break him back into it.
I don't think there's nothing to bring him back into. He can't leave it. It's there. You know what I'm saying? He's got to make sure just don't pull that parachute and then you get put off an airplane by accident. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not. So before you sign off, let the people know where they can follow you and bring us into the first of the last 2 records we about to bring of Win.
Well, you can find me on the Instagram. The Instagram, what they call it, WIN _. Or easyfromthebronx.win. That's the website. It's not .com. It's .win. From the Bronx.win. It has everything there.
Is that your website or that's a Bronx website?
That's my website.
Yeah.
That's my
website.
Real intricate. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. He got this shit organized.
Yeah, that was shout out to Sweats the Scenario. He helped out with that. Most definitely.
There you go, man. So just bring people into this next record, and then we're gonna bring Stan the man all the way from Brooklyn. We're gonna come in and talk to the producer tonight. Let them know when.
We're gonna go with Mama Told Me.
Definitely.
We're definitely gonna go with that one.
Track.
There you go, man. You tune into the Heat Market Radio.
All right.
FLOEmpireradio.com. This is
pleasure having you, brother.
Win _ we got Stan the man, BKNY coming up next, man.
Bronx is in the building.
Empire.
A record of the delightful piece they're going to play this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, 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 your attention, please, attention, please.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
My mama told me that I'd be an ill nigga. Not in words, so forgive me as I build with you. Lil man, yeah, that's what they used to call me. Running up and down the block with my Spalding.
Set off.
it's time for me to come in. Street lights is on, they can't see me where I'm running. No money in my shorts, so I ain't a mom talking. But strays don't give a fuck, and that's why your ass was barking. I can see it, like I'm looking through the silk. Versace on the print, designer sheet with the quilt. The block covered in glasses where innocence was built. Many lives there were ruined, like the layup from Ewan. Red store on the corner, opposite the checks. Couldn't walk there without mama pacing next. Overprotective shoulders, Papa he been a soldier. For his life he never scared, but mine I see him open. Shit real round here, but it's beautiful too. Gun Hill, the ugly duckling with the blue leather shoe. Liquor stores like it's every other block. Nigga cutting your hair can be an undercover cop. Better watch what you say, like they see what you speaking. You goofy getting lost and I can see this why you leaking. And shit was always moving and my eyes was always peeping. The block was always hot and my mama told me leave it. You a prince with the gift that no longer should be a secret. What will be is exactly what will be, nigga. It's my life, I'ma leave it up to me, nigga. From the bottom to the top is where we going. Do it for the love, yeah, that's what my mama told me. What my mama told me. What my mama told me.
Oh, you're the
Cold sweats, the dreams get real. Every passing seem like an eternity. How long is this lasting? The night with no armor, but master is what I'm after. The light I wanna live, but the opposite attracting. False emotions conceal me as I'm floating. Trying to gain the balance, but only focus when hoping. With every absolute dealing, I'm shifting off the path. So much responsibility, silly me to expect any tranquility in any dealings that I have. Not relying in my senses, just throwing off the math. Fool's errands, false marriage, traditions change. Looking for the shift, but everything just fits the same. Fighting for love is leading me to oppression. In search of lessons from teachers held up in question. So who's the scapegoat in this tragedy? While the mastermind shapes what the master sees. The plot took flight from the mezzanine just to save one that took many, that's just a casualty. They said I was golden, received as prophet. The thought is mocking. Am I chosen from chosen options? The dark side. See me long gone and out of sight. So many wrongs I'll never right. Everything lost without a fight. I just ended my whole squad the other night. You see how it goes, shit ain't part-time. Know what you dealing when you fucking with the dark side. It's 24/7, there ain't no off time. If you ain't bout the business, don't fuck with the dark side. Pawns and puppets singular, there ain't no dip in my lane. My cunning knows no bounds, I feed off your shame. An illusion that you thinking that you living in peace. Need a calamity, dismantling the seams of the streets. I'm all knowing, eyes in every corner. Step a foot about the line and I promise that you were gonna. I've been the puppet master, pulling the strings, controlling all of the change. Your hand in everything. Other side thinking they got it, but my power is real. It took time to make this plan and kill everybody at will. After that, it's all in my palm, must be dismissive. A shock from the hand if you think you ain't gotta listen. Trained from an early age, never use my heart. Fear, pain, and anger, that's where the truest start. Rule of two, keep us moving through like a unit. It's false illusions, created from all our movements. Gotta laugh at the way things fall apart. Ain't no way to prepare for when that moment starts. It's irony at its best, same rule to keep it strong is the one that is leading me to my death. It's the dark side. See me long gone and out of sight. So many wrongs I never right. Everything lost without a fight. I just ended my whole squad the other night. You see how it's going, shit ain't part-time. Know what you dealing when you fucking with the dark side. Niggas don't got a sword in this fight. Been planning this vengeance all of my life. Controlling the force dark as the night. Don't care if I'm wrong, I know I'm right. Every time I reach out they scatter. Come on now, tell me who's better. That's why I'm telling you this ain't for part-time. Know what you dealing with when you fucking with the dark side.
Yes, sir.
Shay Diggs, Harlem Radio Reba. It's they need their own podcast on the side. You tune into the Heat Market Radio only on FLOEmpireRadio.com and the FLO Empire Radio app.
Yes,
It's your boy Gio Rican, Shay Diggs 167. We are proud, at least I am proud to have this producer.
I'm proud too. Come on.
We are proud, man. And once again, Heat Market Radio, each and every week, one artist, one producer, they come together. And this producer is now, real quick, the producer community is strong, committed, loving, encouraging, and accepting. And like I said, you know, I was friends with Stan the Man months before we actually met in person. That's just how how strong the producer community is. You know, this guy, if you've seen the Straight Stunning Chronicles.
Yeah.
If you've seen that, you've probably heard his beats in the background. A couple of your favorite artists has blessed his beats, man. Really needs no introduction, man. Round of applause for Stan the Man.
Yes, sir.
All the way from Brooklyn, man.
All right.
There we go, man. So Stan, man, tell people who you are, what you about, where you from, all that jazz before we get real into the juicy stuff.
Well, Stan the Man, producer extraordinaire from BK. You know, just doing what I gotta do, and I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we are so glad for you. Yeah, we're so glad for you being here, man. Now, Stan the Man is very special. Always positive, always showing love, reposted. But the way he makes his beats is a little, what some people find unusual. I find fucking just forward thinking, you know, especially somebody who has kids and somebody whose time isn't really always there. You know, Stan the Man uses an app on his iPad, you know, to make his beats. What which app is that, Stan?
Beatmaker 2.
Shout out to Beatmaker app. I just purchased it a couple days ago. It's fucking crazy. I'm about to chew his head off about these questions. Now, tell people why it was so important for you to kind of not necessarily choose Beatmaker, but why it was so important for you to try to find another means of production.
Well,
outside of hardware and like typical software.
Well, I bought a MPC 5000, but what got me into this Beatmaker was somebody introduced me to the Beatmaker, and I was like floored because I was like, wow, you could do this on the phone and you could take it anywhere you want. So I purchased the Beatmaker 1, then Beatmaker 2 came out probably about like 2 weeks after that rather, and then I just purchased that. The best $20 I can ever had. You know, it's the best. And you know, for people that don't think that this Beatmaker 2 can't get down, it could get down. You'll hear a lot of beats that I have done on Beatmaker 2, and it sounds like you working on the MP 5000 or you working on some big studio.
Now, do you use your? I'm sorry, G.
No.
You use your like your McDonald's or some shit, or at a wedding or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you just.
Bro, I use it anywhere.
Exactly.
The train, even walking, even waiting, you know, for my wife, or even on the toilet, and you know.
Inspired by anything.
Yeah, man, it's a great app. You can do what you want, man. If you have any ideas, real quick, you can just put it right on there.
Exactly. That's what's up.
Now, people could say that, oh, I've used such and such and it works with me. But there's actually legitimate results from Beatmaker. You've actually landed a couple placements, worked with a couple artists off what you've done off the Beatmaker. Speak on some of those interactions with artists, from the big names to even the ones that you know that you're working with now. Speak on those experiences of placing that and also working with those artists as well.
Well, I did a lot of placements for K Slay. And definitely, I sent him a lot of beats, and he just matched the tracks with the artists. You know, I definitely thank him for a lot of,
he's the first DJ Khaled on the street shit.
He is the first DJ Khaled.
He's the street DJ Khaled.
Exactly. He's the pure hip hop. And I definitely, you know, I'm blessed to work with this man. You know, he has a big history, and he's just doing what he got to do. And like I said, I'm very honored and happy to work with this man. And, you know, he put me a lot of artists that I wanted to work with, you know, like Joel Ortiz, Uncle Murder, Styles P, Chic Luch, Tone Trump, even Papoose. It's a lot of artists I have worked with on his tracks, and I heard a lot of things, and I was really like floored because every time I was sending the beat, when the mixtape come out, then I'll see what artist that's on there, and I'm like, wow, he matched this person with this track and this person with this track. It was like, wow, I was like floored.
Yeah, man, I always make a joke like you don't know. Like when it comes to like a K-Slay placement, you don't know who the hell is going. Like you might send him 5 beats, and that one beat might have motherfucking Jay-Z, Raekwon, Kendrick, and freaking like fucking Fresher. Like
yo, it's
it'll
crazy.
be the most random selection of.
So you're not actually hands on in the studio with them, like as far as like you know what I mean.
Nah, I don't. I just send him the heat. And then he just pick out what he needs, and he'll tell me, you know.
But have you been in the studio with some of these artists?
Nah,
never.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I met some of them, and they like y'all rhymed on your beats, and you know it's hot.
But it's never been like a personal one-on-one session.
Nah.
Oh, that's what's
A
up.
lot of those sessions, number one, vary, and number two, they come kind of few and far in between that you're actually in there with them. Especially, you know, like, you know, me and you were kind of familiar with like the politics and
that's when you
play
play
like a lot of the middlemen that we have to kind of
and
go
you send
across.
because you might, you know, they might have like somebody might be in California, he might send the track over there in the studio, and he just might send the stems back to K, and you know,
that's it.
And that's where the technology is at now. You know, you can send somebody something in London and have it recorded and send it right back to you with the stems and everything, with the vocals, and the engineer's got to be the one that got to just do their magic.
Definitely.
There's a software that can have you basically think about it like FaceTime for Pro Tools, and like you can have your Pro Tools and your setup. They can have their Pro Tools and their setup, and you guys, I forgot what software it is, but it allows you to communicate with each other. So it's like if you want to do an edit, or if like if you're recording in New York and they're tracking it in California, that can happen. Or if you're a producer, or if you're an engineer with the artist in California and you want the producer to kind of chime in, you could link session. I swear to God, I wish.
Now, that's great though.
Yeah, man,
that's what I was
technology's getting good.
I
man.
like the hand.
But that was
hands.
always there.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, do you feel like, all right, sometimes you submitted a track or whatever, all right? Let's just say it's Uncle Murder, whatever. You ever felt like, damn, you know what? I wish I was there because I would have told him to do this shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
No,
do
I
this
like
verse
the
over,
experience. I like to witness, you know, seeing it. Like me and Source Money, I did 6 of his joints on his album. I was in there hand in hand and experienced all the
what I mean.
situations, and it made me feel real good because seeing this man that's real dope, you know, and looking at that is like crazy. This is just as well. If I send a track and Jay-Z get it and be like, yo, I want the track, I want to be there. I don't want to be and hear it the next and be like, oh man, that experience is the best experience of a lifetime.
That comes to my question though. That's what I was asking. Do you feel like, you know what? If I had this opportunity when we're in the same studio session together, yo Jay, you know what? Can you do that verse over? You know what I mean? Maybe I could add a little critique to it.
Exactly.
Or maybe that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Do you feel like you might be missing out on that?
Yeah, I miss a lot, but you know, my boy, I do. You know, me and Hands in Hands with my boy Innocent. We did an album together called Whip Appeal.
Okay.
And we always in the studio, and I'm always there with him, and it's better because he can say, well, we need this part, or do this, you know.
Exactly.
It's better hands on hand, and that's what it should be.
Yes,
it shouldn't be
that's
that,
my point. That's
you
my
drop
point.
the track, and then you hear it, and you be like, damn, I don't get the experience.
Exactly.
It's that the experience is the best experience than getting the track. I like the experience. Like I said, if I see that Jay and Nas is on a track together, I definitely want to be down and look at that because I want to see how it goes down.
Of course. And you have all the rights to. You understand? Because it's your music. And that's what I was trying to you don't want somebody to just take your music and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want to it. You know what I'm saying? Without you actually experiencing the session. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that's what I was my question.
I mean, man, it's a different age, bro. Like I said before, the circles that we're involved in, the email blasts that we get, there's a lot of A&Rs that I don't want to say that we have to deal with. I think a better phrase would be that we kind of have to just go through. They're kind of the conduit for us from our hard drives to the major label hard drives, there's always some person that's there. Now, I always use the example of like that 2 Chainz song, like that "Watch Out Little Bitch," right? There's no way an A&R that. You know what I'm saying? It had to be.
Hell no.
2 Chainz man was made a beat and he gave it to him and he did "Watch Out Little Bitch." You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole conversation about the A&R and their credibility. And these days, but like I feel you, like with my artist Joe Smizzy, I appreciate those moments where I'm there saying, you know what I'm saying, and especially because like, you know, I'm a writer, I like to come up with the hooks too, so I'm there, you know.
You're a writer?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, the WEPA, writer, engineer, producer, artist, bro. I got it.
All right,
that's what that means.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's definitely dope, and especially when I have somebody else engineering, so I could just kind of tell the engineer what to do, and I, as a producer, I could tell what the artist to do. You know, I could rock. If I'm engineering, that's like 2 hats I gotta wear. I don't mind doing that too, but if I had somebody taking some weight off of it,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Now, for those who might critique you on making a beat off for iPad, not using what some people might consider real hardware, real DAWs, what would you say to those people, even with the placements and even with the credibility, who might still kind of doubt the potential and just the future of technology? What would you tell them? Would you try to say, hey, listen, just have an open mind? Would you say, oh, just fuck you, I'm doing me? Or what would you tell the people who are still skeptical on the progression of mobile production?
Well, you give it a chance. Look, I seen, you know, Jalal Beats. I seen Knife Wonder. I see them do this on Fruity Loops, and they got crazy placements. You just gotta have your own lane. Whatever works for you, you just do it.
I remember that time, like, you know, because you know, I started off Fruity Loops 4, and we got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the hardware guys. This is like 02. When Fruity Loops 4, I was like 02. 02, 03. And FL Studio got a whole bunch of crap nobody was giving us or Just Do. Oh, that's an easy software. That people just pressing buttons. And then when I would play my beats and fucking shock these people, they would ask me what did I use. And me with the only smug face, I'm like, Fruity Loops, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel that kind of chip on your shoulder too? That you feel like you have to prove that you can make bangers off something of what some might consider unofficial or unauthentic?
Yeah, I just gotta prove myself. Like, I give you example. I did something with Machine Masters called On the Spot Session.
Shout out Machine Masters. I did it as well.
That, yeah, and I did it. They gave me the sound pack. I did it. My boys, Innocent, Minx from London, and Nutso did. They was the Ramas. And what it was, they posted it. A lot of people was giving feedback. Oh, nobody want to see that working on the iPad, this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And it's crazy because the creators of Beatmaker came and they emailed me saying, we like what you did. We want you to beta test Beatmaker 3.
Exactly.
And then out of the woodworks, people that I know from Instagram, like my boy Marv, my boy Jam the DJ, Jam the DJ. They got placements on tracks using Beatmaker, and I'm happy about it because it's not what you have. You can have a big full-fledged studio, your beats might sound like garbage.
Yep.
Straight trash.
Just use what you got, and then it might, it'll come out great.
Definitely.
That's what's up, man. We're definitely.
One last question. You're gonna go into this music, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Perfect.
I'm gonna put you on the spot like I put your man on the spot.
Yeah.
If, right? Because I like you was just summing everything up. You use whatever you use, your app or whatever. What producers you feel that they're using all the big studios and all the fucking $1 million equipment that you feel you can go up against them and eat their asses with what you using?
Well, I'm not saying like going against them, but I would honor a lot of people. I would love to work with them, like Dre, Pete Rock, Marley Marl, and I already like. A lot of people like Showbiz, they heard my tracks at DITC, Drawzilla.
Shout out Drawzilla.
And
Beats Per Minute.
Yeah, definitely. Beats Per Minute gave me a lane that I met Premier. I met a lot of people, and I idolize a lot of people. Dr. Dre, you know, I'm not going against nobody because we all make crazy music. I would love to just experience just working with them.
And once again, like I said, that's the greatest political answer you can give me. You know what I mean? And I respect it. I have nothing against that. But what I'm trying to get at is who you feel like right now. If it came down to, you know what?
We're giving this beat battle world.
Yeah. Everything with me is competition, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And this is how hip hop started, with competition. The MCs, the DJs, every aspect of hip hop started with competition. Whether it was graffiti writers, break dancers, beat makers, you know what I mean, DJs, everything started with competition. So my whole thing is in that mode. I'm from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I know we from that same era.
We all in the same era,
exactly.
Bro.
So that's why I'm asking you. If we were in right now a room where, let's say, Premier was in that corner, you got Knife Wonder in that corner. You understand what I'm saying? You got somebody else in that corner, whoever else you may pick, and it's like, yo, you know what? We got Jay-Z or whoever the top artist for the day might be. And it's like, yo, you know what? Y'all all gonna have to fight for this fucking, you know what I mean, for his track. You know what I mean? On his next album, the first single for his next album that's gonna be played tomorrow. Who you feel in that cypher there, you gonna go after and you gonna tear this shit down to get to that one spot.
Let's go with Knife Wonder then.
There you go.
I love Knife Wonder. That's my boy. But we can just go do what we gotta do.
Straight answer. Thank you, my brother. And I respect that. You know why I say that? Because I saw an interview with Knife Wonder, and y'all both, the vibe that I'm getting from you is almost the same exact thing that I got from him. You know what I'm saying? He was unorthodox in his style when he came out, the production style that he was using. I forgot he was using Fruity Loops, right?
Yeah, he was using Fruity Loops.
Yeah. And he was saying how he was going to sessions and people were looking at him like, yo, you know what I mean? You using that?
DJ Quick was the first person that I found out was using Fruity Loops.
Oh, wow.
Then second was Knife Wonder, and then when Eminem and
Cardiac is a serious one too on the Fruity Loops.
Yeah. Cardiac, another one, you know, came out through I Standard Producers. Shout out to I Standard. We got a showcase. June
my point
5th.
is, I'm a big fan of, you know what? It's not what you have. It's the
tools that you have.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because if anybody that study hip hop and knows about, if anybody knows and understands what how hip hop was created, it was because we were a society that didn't have anything. You understand?
Exactly.
They stole the music. They X out the music programs from us. They X out the art programs from us. So we had nothing. Basically, banded buildings to write and create our graffiti on, to create our art on. We had 2 turntables that we utilized. Thank God for Grandmaster Flash for creating the mixer. Invented crossfader. We utilized something out of nothing. You understand? And we progressed out of that as a culture. So anybody I see that's using something where he might get criticized for what he's using, never. I always defend you, and I always stand behind you, or opposed to anybody.
Exactly.
You understand? Opposed to these big producers who have $1 million studios and all that equipment. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. That same product, that same sound that you got can easily be matched and enhanced even better off of a program that somebody might put their mind to and use it. You know what I mean? Whatever works. It's the talent.
It's crazy because I could do my track. I could send the stems to the engineer. He got to do his magic. You know, and it's a great tool. Like I said, if any new producers that want to just say, well, I don't want to spend so much money, go buy that. If you got an iPhone or iPad, go buy that Beatmaker.
Exactly.
It's Beatmaker app. Man. Stand the Man deserves a check, man. Big round of applause for Stand the Man coming through. All right, we about to get into just a really quick 5-minute musical break. We're going to come back with what you all been waiting for. Live collaboration between Win and Stand the Man. Only on Fridays at FLO Empire Radio.
The only station
Heat
doing
Market
it.
Radio.
Only station doing it.
Follow us on Instagram, The Heat Market Radio, Gio the Rican, Shay Diggs, FLOEmpireradio.com.
Let's go.
When they step this is X-Town, if you don't know, I recommend you check and ask the motherfuckers how many heads I put to rest. I play a game, but the game ain't roulette. Slinging cane is the thing, and I bet that there's a lot of wannabe Scarfaces. I've heard the name in 99 different places. I'm here to squash it, all original will speak. Scarface on your ass from the streets. I left my cut in fear of a prison term. They would've put me in a chair and let me burn, but go to prison on a murder rap. Fuck either that or get fucked. Cause laws get happy on the trigger. Say fucking put a cap in a nigga. But this ass ain't made for no caps, homie. This ass says exit only. So I get in the wind, but hey, a nigga still sold a quarter every day. I sat around for 6 months black, waiting for the day to make a comeback. And now I'm ready for combat. Mr. Scarface is back. Yeah, nobody knows my name, don't only know his face. On the gorilla, my nigga just call me Scarface.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D or Double G. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? Shit, I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. So turn off the lights and close the doors. But what? We don't love them hoes. Yeah. So we gon' smoke an ounce to this. G's up, hoes down, while you motherfuckers bounce to this.
Rolling down the street, smoking window, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking window, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
Big Marcy. Mr. Dynamite. Big Marcy. Mr. Dynamite. So sexy.
Yes, y'allin' to the like beatin'. You can either dance or just have a seat and listen to the weigh-in. What I am displaying, a different kind of rapper language that I am saying. To all the party people that it go with the info. When it come to rockin' parties, I am a nympho. Maniac, brainiac for doing my dancing. My record make the music, will put you in a trance and hypnotize your body. And like you take a cardigan, you won't be fighting the illin', you just be partying down. With the funky sound with yours truly, the original B.I.Z. Okay, I will the E and I came to have fun and not be number one. And just here to let you know who's like running the place. And everywhere that I perform and do a show, as long as you know that
Nobody beats the biz.
nobody beat the biz.
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 Battle anybody, I don't care, you down. I excel, they all fail. Gonna crack sales, double L, must rock my bells.
Commentary, a literary genius and a superior beat creator have come together, and we made a musical composition which we think is a remedy to cure all the dance floors that's empty. You wanna dance? We got what you want. Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince busting out with the brand new funk. Get down.
incident, the way that it happened. One day I was rapping and on the beat Jeff was backing me up, and all of a sudden he brought in a cut and I dropped my microphone and said, what the, hold up, Jeff, wait a minute, play it. He just smiled and said, yeah, that's ain't it. It made me wanna get down. And we knew almost at once it was a. So we continued to listen to it, and we knew it was death when I started rapping to it. So I gave a high five to Jeff, and without hesitation.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Turn me on. Welcome to the Heat Market Radio.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Jay Rican Shay Diggs. Stand the man win.
We back.
You tune into the Heat Market Radio only on FLOEmpireRadio.com and the FLO Empire Radio app. This is the segment before my favorite segment. This is my second favorite segment. If you're unfamiliar with the Heat Market Radio, this is your first time tuning in. Our goal every week, every Friday from 10 to midnight is to try to not only bridge the gap, but to try to rebuild the relationship between artists and producer. Now, this week we have Win, and we have Stan the Man. We got BX, we got Brooklyn.
Yep.
Now, Win, as an artist these days, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of beats on YouTube, and there's a lot of outlets, a lot of websites. How do you, as an independent artist, find your production for your new material and your mixtapes and stuff?
Mostly when just starting out, it was the go on YouTube and you rip them off and stuff like that. That's before I was recording though, so it was just like in high school when you hear like the new Dipset track or whatever, and then that's how I used to go like on LimeWire and stuff and try to find like the beat off of it and try to write something to it, or like what I would do is just like play it low on the CD player or whatever and just try to hear the beat behind the words. We never got it right. Shit. But now just for the sake of just having like solid art, because I've become like really OCD with how I do things now. Like all you gotta do is go on IG and like search hashtag producers or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and just like, or just go to the website. Like there's a lot of outlets now that you could reach out, you know what I'm saying, when people was just telling me over the years, like, yeah, you ain't got no money, but at the same token, if you're really doing this, you gotta put a solid foot forward in how you doing it, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
If you're not willing to put the effort and invest that time and that monetary part of it, then it's just gonna be putting out bullshit every time. You know what I mean? So what's the point?
And now, Stan the Man, how do you work with the artists that you have now, and how do you find new talent? How does new talent find you? What's your process as a producer when it comes to working with new or established artists?
Instagram was a big outlet for me, man. I met a lot of people. I met you. I met I Standard. I met a lot of producers, artists, and I'm thankful for meeting a lot of people. It's a great platform, and you use Instagram for a good business, not nonsense. You get a lot of positive situations. And I think a lot of people that gave me a lot of outlets, like you got Producers Huddle, shout out to Mr. Jones, shout out to you. Definitely in DITC, you had Drawzilla that, we all connected from that, and Instagram, and it's a great thing, man. Instagram is great for a better, positive use.
Yes, now, you don't just go and just sell your beats. I'm assuming you kind of want to work with the artists, kind of build with them. Aside from what we spoke earlier about, you sending out beats for placements, when it comes to working with the artist, what attributes or what features or qualities are you looking for in the artist when they approach you, or if you're trying to approach them, that makes you want to say, okay, this is the artist I want to work with?
Just not, no nonsense. Let's do what we gotta do. No nonsense. Just let's come and do business. Let's go and just make some hits.
And then and when you're working on a new project, what is your approach when it comes to beat selection? And how has your relationships been with producers?
When it comes to the beat selection, like I said, I don't look for nothing. You know what I'm saying? What I've done now is like the theme. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make projects with a theme. You know what I mean? So like if I have a theme, like right now I got this whole theme I'm working on. So I'm trying to like get beats that cater towards that. You know what I mean? Like get me to write that better mood, in that mood that, like, you know what I mean? Because you can't like put like a happy beat and no trap shit on, and then you over here talking about being broke. You know what I mean? Because it don't unless you find a clever way to do it. You know what I mean? But like even that is still kind of reaching. So I try to find a beat that'll cater to that, but now I'm still not looking for no beat though. You know, I'm not looking for, because you want to make sure you get a different product every time you try. You know what I mean? But as far as like working with producers, my interaction with producers has always been pretty positive. You know what I'm saying? So I never really had no issues. It's always been, I always try to keep really good with communication. I think communication at the end of the day, especially when you have everyone's ego, because when everyone's working with, like, you got a producer to give them the beat, you got the writer, you know what I mean, rapper, anything, writing, anything like that. Especially in New York, there's a lot of egos on the table, so you just want to be conscious of that. You know what I mean? Just keep the communication open so everybody's on the same page. So that's what I go for.
Shay, you got a question for?
Not at all. I'm waiting to get into the cipher.
I have, all right, so I have the last question before we get into the cipher. I have, it's a question directed towards both of you guys, but I'm going to ask you individually.
All right.
Especially because I know you kind of really don't rock with this. What is your stance on the type beat producer wave that's currently going on right now? Do you feel like it's helped or hurt artists recently, outside of just yourself? Do you feel like it's helped or hurt artists? And Stan the Man, how do you feel about the trend of type beat production? For those who don't know, producers who kind of label or kind of market their beats by associating it to a familiar artist. For example, Drake type beats, Wale type beats, Kendrick Lamar type beats. So do you feel like that's helped or hurt artists' originality and creativity? And Stan the Man, how do you feel from a producer? Do you feel labeling yourself in that manner has helped or hurt producers? Anybody, either one can start first.
Well, I can say that, everybody has their own lane, and like I said, so you have producers, you have Metro, you have, a lot of people like him, he does trap. You have DJ Premier, you have Buck Wild, they do the definitely hip hop sound. And you have me, I do hip hop. I respect everybody doing what they got to do. If you do, it's a big different thing. That's what they have movies, action, comedy, and things like that. That's like trap, hip hop, EDM. Hey, you just got to go for your own lane.
Nice. And when do you feel like not only producers labeling themselves by type beat producers, but artists picking those beats in that manner help or hurt the artists when it comes to developing themselves as an artist and their originality?
Well, when it comes from a producer standpoint, I don't think I can really answer that question. To be honest with you, I didn't even notice until recently that they do that. You know what I mean? Because I don't ever remember going on sites and seeing type beat or type beat when they label the things. But coming from as an artist, I think if that's the method you're using to narrow it down, then it's lazy and it's just inconsiderate to the art. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like me personally, you go on these sites, that's like my channel at the moment, listen to all of them, because you can't really go off of a critique of somebody else and what they putting it down. You know what I'm saying?
How do you find your music? Because you said like when you go to sites, where and how do you find your...
Well, so for instance, like this last project, I'm kind of like I just want to get it done type of thing. 'Cause I have the idea fresh in my head, I just want to put it out. So what I did was I went on one of those sites, and it's like 300 beats on there. So I listened to all of them straight through. You know what I'm saying? I narrowed the list down. From the narrowing the list down, I got them down to the amount that I wanted to get, and I go from there. I mean, that's just my method. You know what I mean? I'm not telling everybody to do it the way I do it. But if you're looking for that type beat, then you're gonna be rapping like that type nigga. You know what I mean? And I don't think you want to rap like you. You don't want to rap like somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, how I feel about we have 5 Stan the Man type beats ready.
Yes.
And locked and ready to go.
Let's
Harlem's Radio Arena is gonna cue those beats up. Before we leave Stan the Man, if you just want to tell the people your social media where they can find you real quick.
Okay, the Instagram is Stan STAN _DA_MAN_BKNY, and my Twitter is Stan the Man BKNY straight through, no underscores.
There we go. When last time, just tell them where you're from.
From the Bronx, Gun Hill, stand up. You already know 5 Train and all that. You can find me www.fromthebronx.win. THE, thebronx.win. Everything's there. The EP, the IG, the Facebook, the whole 9. All right, you can find me on that.
There we go, man. We about to get into the Heat Market Radio freestyle with music by Standard Man. Let's go, man. Let's get right into it, man. The Heat Market Radio on FLOEmpireRadio.com.
Okay, here we go. All right. All right. They peeping in the game, man. Understand, I'm flipping on the range and I speak real talk to the main fam, so they understand the original arrangement. Kicking out the shits as I'm flipping my flow, getting the light, spitting like I'm lifting the stove. But I ain't want it, I quit it. The lungs need to breathe. I'm coming through with everything that's vital to everything you need. I'ma see it in stakes. I'm coming to great and watch it sizzle on the griddle, man. I'm making them fakes bubble and hitting. The turmoil and trouble, they watch me spitting as the cauldron bubble. Listen on the trouble, on the double, never fumble. I'm running the ball down to the limelight. Understand written, no precision on the sign site. Off of the dome, leave it alone, man. I'm quick to the bone. Got your bitch in the back, quick to the moan. She understand as I'm giving her life. She breathing and she need it, man. The shit is just trife. Everything I recite, man, off of the mic and flaming and golf. Yeah, man, I do it precise. It's just the light inside, I give it to you so you can hear it. My bad, didn't mean to make you little niggas fear it. But if I had to get a portion, understand there's no extortion on this side of the plane. Understand my shit is arranged.
Woo!
Right.
Heat Market Radio freestyle, FLOEmpireRadio.com. Win and Standard Man. Let's keep it going. Harlem's Radio Remo. Behind it, let's get it. Standard Man. Let's get it.
It's feeling like 04 right now. I've been waiting for my time to spit a flame or two. When I hit in on the range, I know the game is through. You don't want no problem with this ex-general. I'm coming through, lane line, shit is federal. The lyrical prowess, I spit it for hours. I'm smoking the dower, or maybe that shit was just sour. I don't know, but in the range, I'm an insane nigga. The flame bigger than anybody, you can complain quicker. I'm better on the words, so you understand. I'm taking them out in 70 like the Uncle Sam. These niggas think they got it, but they running in. Hit you in the chest so hard, feel like a running ram. If you had a problem, then fucking say it. Look me in my eyes and watch me go glow like Super Saiyan. I'ma put it on in any motherfucking fashion. See me, I'm cracking 7 times 3, that's how I get savage. I'm beast with the shits. Understand that the limelight, rhyme tight. In the vision I'm getting my rhyme mic. My rhyme might get you out of this paper. And understand, half man in the making.
Heat Market Radio. FLOEmpireRadio.com, man. We live each and every Friday 10 to midnight. Man, keep it going, man. We don't stop, man. We don't stop.
Can't and won't stop. Man, I got the drop in the back. That TL14 is clean and is mean in the fat. Ass is fat. Watch, man, it jiggles and claps. Everybody thinking they got it till the shit is a rap. That's a fact, though. Ex post facto, when that go with that glow like Leroy Green, man. And that show enough niggas is thinking they got the product till I came through and had them looking like that boy monotonous. I don't want no fucking option cause I'm kicking them hot. Told you what it was, griddle like a chicken in spot. KFC, I meant that Kennedy Fried cause I ain't get that KF, you wondering why? I'm from Gun Hill.
There we go, next beat, Reba, next beat. Next beat, man. We still got time. FLOEmpireRadio.com, the Heat Market Radio.
Fire.
Gio the Rican, Shay Diggs, Heat by Standard Man, win on the bars. Let's go, bro. Switch it up on him.
Okay.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Since like 8, I've been writing them words, feeling perturbed, shit is a nerve. Watch a bubble, man, hitting the curb. But I know what it is, I can't stop it. I know what it is, I gotta drop it. Why you flopping? Shit is a rap. Talking that shit, you niggas is whack. And that's a fact, and make it crack like I'm bubbling hard. But I ain't with it, understand, man, I'm running with scars. It's mean fitted, but my shit is so irrelevant. Nah, God body shit is heaven sent. To your health, swear God is detriment. If you have a problem, you can step in my light. If I hit you with this fist, you ain't gon' feel it right. Your teeth getting knocked out of your mouth. It's true shit, motherfucker. Make you run out your house and you give up your spouse. You a louse, motherfucker. I'm running in the game, yeah, cause I'm a wild motherfucker. Kicking the shit, spitting the flow, getting your hoe, getting the dough. Money for show, I'm about to glow. I'm a big problem, nigga. If you see me in this, I understand what it is. I'm a genie with more wishes than anybody that's vicious. Coming through as I'm ripping. Money made is meticulous.
Next beat. Let's go. Heat Market Radio freestyle. Only on FLOEmpireRadio.com. The only show giving you artists, producer, relationship. Let's keep it going, Win. Come on, one more for the gram.
All right. Yo. Woo. Damn.
Beatmaker
okay.
app.
Alright. Yo, this so epic. Work the heat market. Understand the heat sparking. And I don't mean real metal. If you farting, then the fire will go high. Understand they know why. No lie. Put it on the pan. Watch them so fried. I'm rolling up the green and it's mean. Shit is obscene. Yeah, I swear I'm hitting them fiends in the chest and making scapegoats. Understand the rain go on and on and on and I can't stop. You got the same flow. That's why you whacking from the X. You know the respect. Protect your neck before you end up in the barrel of shit. You understand what it is? I got a problem with this. If you mumbling on your fucking tracks, nigga, speak up with.
He's only 16. He's only 16. Round of applause for Win.
Thank you, Bronx is in the building.
Music provided by Standing Man. It's a.
All right,
man. This is why we do it. The Heat Market Radio. Each and every week, we are helping to re-spark, rebond, rebuild the relationship between artist and producer. Round of applause for Win, our artist. Standing Man, our producer. Oh my God! Another week, another episode in the books, man. I go by the name Gio the Rican. You can find me on Instagram at GEOTHERICAN. YouTube.com/Gio the Rican. Catch my Engineer Etiquettes each and every Tuesday. Shout out to iStanding Producers. We got a showcase June 5th. Big announcement. I have Engineer Etiquette live at the Institute of Audio Research from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. More info coming up next week. It's a big panel discussion I got working on. Shout out to my wife Kim, my son Josiah, he's graduating the week after next week, graduating 5th grade. Shout out to Penelope, my daughter. Right. Shay Diggs, man, tell the people where they can find you.
I am Shay Diggs. Follow me on Shay Diggs at Shay Diggs 167 on Instagram. Go to theheatmarket.com.
Theheatmarket.com.
If you want to send in your lyrics, if you want to come and be a part of the show, go to theheatmarket@gmail.com. Big shout out to Gio Rican, my partner. Big shout out to Win, Stand the Man for coming through, man. You guys definitely set
big
the ball,
shout out to Harlem's Radio Rima, holding us down with music behind the scenes.
Right.
Round of applause for everybody this week, man. Tune in next week, every Friday, each and every Friday, 10 to midnight. FLOEmpireRadio.com, the Heat Market on Instagram. Each and every week, man. We sign off. Gio the Rican.
Next week we got luxury music featuring Jay Dover, man. Don't miss that shit.
There we go. Follow us on the gram, the Heat Market Radio. See you next week, man. Whip out.